Hey everybody, and welcome back to Aunt Vicky's. Today, it's going to be part 2 of the fundamentals of sewing. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, as many of you all know, I like to sew. And I sew a lot of American Girl doll clothes. And I showed you the other day the patterns that I got. So today's video is going to be about how to lay out and cut out your patterns. So I'm going to start with this Simplicity American Girl doll. It's 18-inch doll pattern. This one has not been cut. My other's has been cut. But we are going to be making this one, the nightgown. And I'm going to now show you how to go about doing this. So I went to Goodwill the other day, and they happened to have this little hard piece of, I don't know, it's kind of press board stuff. I thought, wow, that would be really awesome to cut out patterns. So, right here, on a pattern, you know, it has 6 different outfits that you can make right here. But we're going to be doing this one, which is the nightgown. So, you look on the back. It tells you what kind of fabrics you need. Like for this one, it's the C. You can use basically any kind of cotton, like woven fabrics. You go down, right here. Right here it tells you the kind of fabrics that you can use. You go down to C, which is the nightgown. And it will tell you how much fabric you need, right down here. And it will tell you the notions that you will need, like different kinds of, you know, like if you use lace or whatever, or elastic, it'll tell you how much you need. But I'm just going to show you how to cut it out. You go up here underneath the fabrics, and it tells you the notions. It says you need just basically thread and trims and your fabric. So now when you open it up, it comes with this little leaflet right here. It has right here the different outfits that you can make. You open it up just like so. On the back side right here, it tells you all of your pieces. They are numbered, as you can see. Let me show you. See right here, it's got like an 8 on it. That's your number. So it will tell you what numbers you need. Like you go to C, and you'll start where it says C, and then you'll look up all the ones that's going to take the C, and you will cut those out. So let me go ahead and write down what numbers I'm going to need. So I need 5 pieces. Now, we're going to go ahead, open this up, and I will be looking for those numbers. This is what a pattern looks like. I already see the number 3 right here. There's number 3. I need 11, 15, 16, and 17. And the thing is about these pattern pieces, they will tell you on each pattern piece, like right here, it says it's the bodice. You know, this, and it says cut 2 on fold. So it always tells you how many you need to cut. And it will tell you, I'll show you something else that it will show you. This arrow This arrow right here will also tell you how to lay it with the grain. And the grain is, if you look at a piece of fabric, you can tell how the grain is. The grain usually goes down and across this way. And it will tell you that that's the way that you need to lay the arrow straight. So let's see, I need 11 and 17. I don't know if this is going to be enough fabric for this gown because I think it's got a pretty good size skirt on it, so I may have to get a different piece. And number 11. Okay, here we go. I always try to fold my pattern up as soon as I get my pieces cut off so I can keep them as straight as possible. Sometimes they get wrinkled, and that can be harder to work with, but you can still use them, and you can also iron them if they get wrinkled on a very low setting, which I have done. Just fold it along with the folds. I'm going to place it back in my envelopes so I won't lose it. Now, I'm going to take my piece of fabric. This should be plenty right here. And on a piece of fabric, you have a fold. Usually fabric is between 44 and 45 inches wide, but it's folded. And this is where the fold is. It's usually a crisp fold right here. And that is where I usually try to pin things with the fold. Let's see. It won't matter if this one's upside down because it's just these stars. And I just need one of these. So I'm gonna, this right here, it says center fold. And when it has arrows that look like this, and your arrows look like this, that is generally where you place it on the fold. So let's go ahead and place this on the fold, like so. Get me some pins. I usually like to put it on, to pin it on at the fold first to keep it kind of straight. And with this piece of board that I bought, I don't have to worry about sticking it into anything else other than this board because it's kind of slick. Just smooth your pattern out as you go, kind of trying to make it as smooth as you can. I like to put my pins like every 4 to 5 inches. And that is how they're pinned on. Just like that. Now, is there another piece? This one I can put either way because it is, like I said, it is the star pattern and it won't matter. So if it doesn't say on the pattern piece like how many to cut, I am going to write it on it with an ink pen because I always want to have it for reference. See where it says cut to. Now, we'll go ahead and what I'm going to do is cut this out. Let me cut it off and then I'll cut it out. Okay. Right here's just a straight line right here. So you basically just cut along the line just like this. Now, on the rest of this pattern, there's some little triangles right here. These are where you match one piece to another. This is where they are joined. So what I do is when I get to one, I will just make a cut at the top that's a triangle, just like so. Sure it's cut off here. Make sure that you mark all of the triangles. Some people will just make a little dot. Some people will just cut into it just a little bit. But I like to cut the triangle, just like that. Let's get this side piece. And there's our piece already cut out. There's one of them. Now, when you need to cut out more than one piece, I mean, like, say for, this is doubled, so it's too thick. Now, let's see. I probably need this one to be 4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin this one on the same way. Make sure your arrows are straight. This pattern for this nightgown right here doesn't have it. But sometimes you have one that needs to go across the grain. And if you go across the grain, that causes it to stretch a little bit more. Hold on, just let me get this pinned and I will show you what I'm talking about. Get this cut right here. Now, let me show what I'm talking about. See this right here? If you pull with the grain, it has no stretch. It has no stretch. But if you pull side to side, it has stretch. It gives it a little bit more stretchy because you're pulling against the grain, not with it. So let's go ahead and cut this one out. I think today I will just show you how to cut out a pattern, and then I will eventually show you how to put together the pieces from a pattern. Like I said the other day, patterns have gotten extremely expensive. And I have seen where some places have actually stopped selling patterns. I don't know if people are just not sewing clothes as much as they used to or what it is, but they are not utilizing patterns like they used to. Okay, I think that's the only one that has 4 pieces, so let me go ahead and I'm doubling it right here. I like to keep it at the folded side as much as I can and not cut that side, because you'll have a bigger piece that you cut off than if you just do the cut, you know. It saves your fabric more if you try to stay away from that side unless you have to. So go ahead and pin this on. Then I've got the sleeve and the sleeve bands. I think I need to get me a new pair of scissors. Now, these 2 pieces, I just need 2 of these, so. One of the best decisions I made was to buy this board. One more pattern piece. Try not to stick your finger. Go ahead and cut these pieces out. You may use some of these pieces in different outfits. Like right here, I'll show you on this one as well. Right there. See, it says view B, C. It says sleeve A, B, C, D, and E. So this sleeve can be used for 5 of the outfits. So don't throw your pattern pieces away. Make sure you keep them, because you could use them in multiple. And actually, what I have done is, since basically they're all about the same, I have even matched pattern. I will take maybe a sleeve that I like from one, or a bodice that I like from one, or the skirt that I like from one, and I will just mix them up because they're pretty interchangeable. I might like a long sleeve on one, or I might like a bigger skirt on one. or no sleeves, or which it's pretty easy to just adapt a pattern and not even put sleeves into it. Now I will show you in a future video how to do that as well. But I almost got this cut right here. And this works the same way if you want to get online and download some patterns. Let me throw my stuff away here. Now, here's my pieces. I've got this. Here is the skirt. Right here. Here's the sleeve. Here's the bodice front, the bodice back, and here's the sleeve band. So there's just 5 pieces to this pattern, and that's it. And like I said, we're going to be making this one right here. Well, I hope this was informative. Like I said, there's plenty of information on the pattern. Like the skirt front and back, see, cut one on fold. All the information is basically written. It tells you how much of a hem to give. It tells you at the top that it needs to be gathered. There's there's a whole lot. Just make sure you read your pattern pieces because they have the information that you're going to need. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below and tell me if you've ever used patterns, how long you've been using patterns, and if you can find patterns. I love using them. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hit that notification button, and to share this video. And until next time, I love you guys. Bye.